A deep ocean manned submersible in the Bahamas will expand ocean research, explore unknown depths, observe new and native species, and put the University of the Bahamas at the hub of research and scientific discovery.
If you want to research just the average depth of the ocean to find the undiscovered mineral or biological resources, you can't find a better place to do that than the Bahamas, where you can land at an international airport and be operating equipment in 4,000 meter or greater water within one day. A deep research facility in the Bahamas associated with the University of the Bahamas could attract graduate students, help educate undergraduates, and draw great worldwide attention to the Bahamas and its educational institutions.
OceanGate is uniquely capable of providing a submersible and team for a deep ocean research facility.
OceanGate is the only private company to possess a submersible that can dive to 4,000 meters, which is the average depth of the ocean. We can safely and cost-effectively give access to the deep ocean to researchers, explorers, filmmakers, and members of industry. Over the last 9 years, OceanGate has mounted over 17 separate expeditions to perfect a proprietary launch and recovery system to operate its dives with very small surface vessels, and therefore keep the cost very low for the many researchers and scientists who need access to the deep ocean. In order to do deep sea research, most scientists need to charter very expensive ships to go into the deep ocean. If the Bahamas could have an onshore facility where those scientists could go out in a one-day small vessel to do their research, it would revolutionize and dramatically reduce their cost of acquiring very valuable data.
In early 2018, OceanGate began testing its newest submersible, Titan, in the Bahamas.
Not only is Titan the only privately owned submersible to be able to dive to the average depth of the ocean, it is also a 5-person submersible with a over 1,000-pound payload, so that many scientific instruments as well as multiple scientists and observers can dive on every mission, which allows a level of collaboration as well as participation by tourists, government officials, policymakers, or the media in a manner that is not possible with a 2- or 3-person sub owned by a foreign government.
During its time in the Bahamas, OceanGate has formed working relationships with Bahamian organizations focused on research, community outreach, and education.
OceanGate is working with the Bahamas Marine Mammal Organization to look at behavior of whale species, such as the beaked whale that can dive down over 1,000 meters, to assess impacts of commercialization and better understand its foraging habitat.
Exploring the deep ocean has great value for researchers, but exploration and discovery provides opportunities well beyond just science and tourism.
Whether it is mineral resources, oil and gas, or biological resources, there are treasures off the coast of the Bahamas that are yet to be discovered. Some of the projects that are likely to flow from a deep research facility would look at deep sea coral, deep sea marine habitats, squids, whale foraging habitat, indicator species for fishing, as well as assessing the terrain and environment for oil and gas or minerals extraction, should those be desirable for the Bahamas.
The unexplored deep ocean of the Bahamas is a unique cultural and commercial resource that must be better understood to help scientists and policymakers preserve and sustainably protect this national treasure.